Hi everyone, welcome to Difference Frames the World, an independent channel to see the world from a different angle. Before starting today's video, we want to inform viewers that our channel is not remonetized, and we are not paid a penny even if viewers watch all advertisements. The platform demonetized our channel on the last day of 2021, and we have not yet received pending payments back from Google. Still, we do not discourage viewers from watching the commercials if they are more entertaining and educational than our content. That being said, we want to discuss the relationship between South Korea and China when the South Korean foreign minister starts his 3-day trip to China on August 8, 2022. Since the Yoon Suk-yeol administration came to power, South Korea's policy toward China has been experiencing abrupt adjustments. Compared with his more pragmatic predecessor, the incumbent South Korean president is more pro-America. Several weeks ago, South Korea was invited to join NATO's Madrid summit for the first time, together with 3 other new observers, Japan, Australia, and New Zealand. However, in sharp contrast with what Yoon Suk-yeol had expected, the newly elected South Korean leader was not decently greeted and well treated by NATO leaders. Even Finland, a new candidate for NATO, did not take him seriously. The Finnish leader forgot his appointment with Yoon Suk-yeol, and the latter left dismally like a gloomy sales representative who saw a "no soliciting" sign on the door before ringing the bell. Unlike Japan, which regards itself as a Western nation, South Korea is an Asian country with no military and economic independence from the United States. Japan is an American colony with no military discretion, but South Korea is in a worse situation, as the United States controls it militarily, economically, and politically. In 2021, when the US wanted South Korean semiconductor companies to submit sensitive commercial data for the so-called supply chain issue, Samsung did not say no, just like Taiwan's TSMC. As we analyzed in previous videos, Japan's economy multiplied rapidly because the Korean War urged the United States to transfer its industries to Japan for military and political reasons. In the 1980s, when Japan became the world's second-largest economy, the US wanted to castrate it economically by helping South Korea and Taiwan to overtake Japan. South Korea developed its chip industry because the US wanted to weaken Japan's economy, so SK and Samsung grew their business quickly. America's capital plays an essential part in South Korea's economy, and most tycoons in the country have intertwined interests with the US. China's quick rise has changed South Korea considerably, and for quite a long time, the two countries have deepened their economic relations day after day. China's market fluctuations have begun to influence South Korean companies' bottom lines, and the THID incident is an excellent example demonstrating China's impact on South Korea. August 24, 2022, marks the 30th anniversary of establishing diplomatic relations between China mainland and South Korea. South Korean Foreign Minister Park Jin has started a 3-day trip to China. According to Korean media reports, he will meet with the Chinese State Councilor and Foreign Minister Wang Yi in Qingdao City, Shandong Province, on August 9, 2022. It is a high-rank official's first visit to China since the new South Korean government took office. It is also another face-to-face meeting between the two foreign ministers after they met in Indonesia last month. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Hua Chunying said in the 30th anniversary year of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Beijing and Seoul, the two countries face rare opportunities to deepen the development of relations. The visit is the first of Foreign Minister Park Jin to China, and the first high-level delegation to China from the new South Korean administration. China is willing to take this visit as an opportunity to strengthen communication with the Republic of Korea, focus on cooperation, and promote the momentum of healthy and stable development of bilateral relations. State Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi met with his South Korean counterpart on the sidelines of the G20 foreign ministers meeting in July this year. They are to meet in Qingdao soon, a beautiful coastal city in Shandong Province, not far from the hometown of Confucius, China's greatest thinker 2,500 years ago. They will discuss issues of mutual concern, including relations between the two countries and hotspots on the peninsula, the region, and the rest of the world. Park Jin's visit to China received much attention from the South Korean media, which believed they would discuss the following issues. The first issue will be whether South Korea will join the Chip Quadrilateral Alliance, led by the United States to curb China's semiconductor industry, which tops the list of critical economic and security issues. On August 7, the South Korean government said it would propose to the United States the principle of not to stimulate China as the foundation of the Chip Quadrilateral Alliance. South Korea will likely have to join the alliance under pressure from the United States, but it also wants to seek China's understanding to avoid overreaction. The new government wants to enjoy the benefits of the alliance, but at the same time, it is unwilling to give up the vast Chinese market. It is almost impossible to please China and the US without thorough communication. To appease China, both the South Korean president and the foreign minister Park Jin declined to meet with Nancy Pelosi, who had willfully visited China's rebellious province, Taiwan, in a highly sneaky manner. Still, the South Korean leader did not want to irritate the United States, and he had a phone call with Nancy Pelosi, advising her seemingly not to walk too close to the North Korean side, as that handsome leader in the Democratic Republic of Korea would not be friendly and polite to her as South Koreans. Another key topic will be the situation on the peninsula. Even though Yoon Suk-yeol proposed a bold plan to make North Korea give up its nuclear weapons development by giving corresponding economic and trade benefits and security guarantees, there is no sign of restarting the relations between the two Koreas. South Korea still hopes to leverage the power of China in promoting the resolution of the peninsula issue. The third issue is related to the deployment of the THAAD anti-missile system by the U.S. military in South Korea. Under the presidency of former South Korean President Moon Jae-in, South Korea was not keen on rolling out the project. Still, Yoon Suk-yeol criticized Moon Jae-in's policy during the election. The THAAD issue is of great concern to regional countries, particularly China and Russia. The fourth issue is South Korea's stance on Taiwan. Although the South Korean Ministry of Foreign Affairs has always maintained a one-China policy, Park Jin's remarks several days ago aroused public concern. South Korea has no option but to find a balance between China and the United States, as it can anger neither of them. In what direction is the future relationship between China and South Korea heading? Will the new administration be more rigid than Moon Jae-in? Yoon Suk-yeol is from the conservative camp, but he has been cautious in maintaining relations with China since he took office, despite his repeated harsh remarks against China during the election and his advocacy of strengthening the Korea and America alliance. A good example is his refusal to meet with Nancy Pelosi, which signifies that the South Korean side considers the Chinese position and reaction. The Taiwan issue is a hot potato, and South Korea does not want to hold it on hand. South Korea tries to adopt a hedging strategy between China and the United States, that is, on the one hand, to make friends with the United States in the so-called Indo-Pacific Economic Framework and the Chip Quadrilateral Alliance to obtain relevant benefits. On the other hand, South Korea cannot do without China, its largest trading partner, and it needs to address China's core concerns. Taiwan is not a topic that South Korea can handle between China and the United States. Although the Yoon Suk-yeol administration wants to please the United States of America, it will adopt a case-by-case strategy on specific matters related to China's core interests. China also needs South Korea's cooperation in many areas, and we believe the two foreign ministers will try their best to improve the bilateral relations in the coming negotiations. South Korea is a crucial player in the semiconductor industry worldwide. Unless China can produce most chips, South Korea will still play an indispensable part in China's chip industry. And South Korea is also the world's biggest producer of kimchi, a traditional vegetable dish. Without South Korea, China's Shandong province will have difficulty selling its cabbages. Maintaining a good relationship between the two countries benefits Beijing and Seoul, which is also why Park Jin visits China at such a sensitive moment. Before ending today's video, we want to inform viewers that our videos are available on Locals, Rumble, TikTok, Patreon, and Telegram. We will share links shortly when we move most of our videos there. Although we are permanently demonetized on this platform, and are not entitled to any revenue generated from advertisements on our videos, we will not give up the channel, and no one can silence our voices. Even if we face dire financial difficulties, we will not compromise on the video quality. Please help us through PayPal and Patreon, or scan the QR codes to support us on WeChat, Buy Me a Coffee or GoFundMe.